Hi, Vicky here again, and these are what we're going to be working on today. Requested by Becky and Pam. Becky 21 and Pam Butler have left comments that they'd like a tutorial. So I'll do my best. Many times I'm not real articulate, and and it runs into a little bit of time. But I do want to show you guys how I sort of do this. It's kind of not a science and just hit and miss. So hopefully we'll get something that comes out nice. But just to give you an idea of how we go about using our bits of scraps that we really don't want to throw away. Look at all this. All these little pieces of things here and there, and I'm going to show you how I kind of put them together. There's some here that are put together, and it's a difficult little thing to do here because I've got short space to work with on this table. But I did get some cardstock, and this is pretty thin. I don't think this is 65 cardstock, but you know, when you roll it, if you want to roll it, I suggest using something like this, a little thicker than typewriting paper or copy paper, and a little thinner than that 65-pound, you know, the Michaels paper you get, because if you want to roll it and then put it on some kind of spool. Let's see, I put all my spools away, but if you have Joanna Clow, she did hers on a roll. They were paper snippets. See, that's the word I was looking for the other day. And if you want to roll it up and have it ready in a roll, you want to do a lightweight paper. The ones that I did, I used heavier cardstock. Let's see, some of them. No, these are pretty light. These are pretty light, but after you get all the papers on it, it doesn't want to bend too easily. And so I would call these strips. And then I think it was Chris Lawler. I think she suggested putting them in envelopes, and so thanks, Chris, for making that suggestion. I'm going to show you an envelope that I picked out from, you know, she said business envelope, and so this is a business envelope, and I don't know what these are called. Somebody out there knows. And so I pulled out a few of these, and then I got some ideas of what to do. But if in case you wanted to mail it out to somebody, look at this. It fits right in here. And so you could mail it out like this, or you could mail out a card with it, you know, for example. And this card fits in to here. Of course, it'd be more, you know, postage because it's heavier if you add, you know, another envelope and a card and a snippet strip is what I called it, right? Snippet strip. And so I thought that would be cute. And also you could use, if you do it this way, you could just keep them in a larger envelope, a manila envelope, and then pull out what you need, and you can, if they fit nicely on this type of envelope, on the flap, so you can use it part of your flap, or you can use it on the outside and part of your journal, and then on the other page, say you would have an opening here to put in, and so other things. And as far as the junk journals go, I know I've seen them and I love them, but I just can't validate having that in my life because I don't know what I'd do with it, because I made it so pretty, I wouldn't want to write on it. I wouldn't want to write notes on it, you know, like a journal, or you just keep other ephemera or something in it. So I don't see it as anything I would want to have or keep at this point in my life. But you know, there are other functions I see as a journal that could be good, that I'm going to develop in my mind and make something. But I need it to be useful, need it to be practical, even though it's pretty. But I want to make something that's practical. That's why I use these more for maybe gift kits. I would decorate the gift kit with it. I would use it on cards, you know, portions on cards and things like that. So let me just go ahead and show you how I made these so that I get back on track. And so let's see, I did use a cardstock and just stripped it in pieces, and this is the 8-inch side, okay, rather than the 11.5-inch. So that's the way I stripped it, and so then it comes out like this. And then to begin with, sometimes on these I just took pieces of, I added these pieces and then added to it. So if I'm going to do that, let me show you. I would take maybe this paper that is tissue paper type, and I would just strip it. Sometimes I will place it so that it's a certain flower in a certain way, and then so I would look at the paper and I think that I would like this to be here because that looks pretty. And then I would tear it, because I always tear it. I don't like straight edges. And I just paste that on first. So you have to start somewhere, so just go ahead and paste it. I mean, it's just scraps of paper, right? So we don't have to think too hard. I know I do. And I'm going, well, why am I thinking so hard? Just put it down. Just get it started. Just get some pieces started at least. And then I thought, well, maybe, you know, you'd want to put the next strip down in the middle on one side, and then you'd have overlapping of paper. So if you put it like this, you're going to be overlapping on here. It would be covering, there'd be a not straight line, and up here, and then there'd be this part sticking out. Okay, so you'd put that down, and then at the very bottom maybe you want to put something else. So maybe we'll do like these little pieces, and so then I just will, I'll take this word, because maybe I want to use this word on something else. What does it say? Beauty? Or what does that say, you guys? Okay, it might say beauty. Sometimes I can't see close. Sometimes. Most times. And so then I'll put maybe this one down here. This is a little bright. It's reddish, but then there's a red piece on the top there too. So, maybe I'll put it over on the opposite side. And then put something long on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and then I want to put something that connects these, or connects the whole thing. So maybe I would like to do a strip of some type. You know, sometimes I do like the pieces of colors that I try to see what the ink was on, if it was still good. But that's not what I want. And I did do a little ribbon piece. Let me see what that looks. And so you're going to just see what looks good. And I kind of like that, because it kind of brings out these little flowers here. And so I think I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to just put the glue all on this side. And you can always cover up, because the glue is going to make it dark in some places. And so I'm going to put this like this, and then I'm just going to glue that down so it's on the underside of this piece. See? It's starting to come together because the colors are kind of you know, complementing each other. So we're going to do that. Let's see, I would like something here connecting this and this together. Maybe all the way down, because this is stopping here. Maybe something that's gonna come all the way down. Maybe some raffia. I have some raffia. This is too pink. And then I have this one that's kind of pink too. So that's not going to be good. So that one has a little bit of mauve-y pink. I have this dark piece, but maybe I think I'm going to use this one here. Let's see how this looks. So this one kind of is nice, although it needs a little bit of a darker piece on there. So I have this really dark piece. These two pieces I got in Target Dollar Spot, and so I think whenever you see these things here and there, it's kind of good to pick them up. I don't like how thick this is, so with the brown one I opened it all up and then just tore a piece out. But this is, because it's stuck here, it's tearing all the way down. So I do have the other type of raffia that I usually use, but I feel like using this piece. The other piece looks like this. See how it's real strawy looking, and then this one's more like paper. So let's see what that looks like. I might use the light and the dark part of it. So let me try to tear some piece off. So this video is going to be a little bit long. If you can just kind of fast forward it, if you know, if there's too much, which people do to my videos anyway. I know you guys are not watching the whole thing, and that's fine. I don't watch everybody's whole video also. It's kind of like, you know, you don't have time to watch some of these long videos. Just so busy. Life is so busy. Oh my gosh, I just wish I had just oodles of time to craft and lots of time to, you know, just lay around. I think everybody would like that. But see how this dark part is kind of picking up, is kind of like different than this one. But that one's a little purplish, and then we've got, maybe I'm going to twist this so it has some interest. So you can just, you know, go as you're crafting, you just kind of think of something and then go with it. And then if you don't like it, then just leave it and use it some other place or some other time. So you don't have to always, you know, have exactly what. I don't have anything in my mind right now, so it's it's okay. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, you know, relaxing. And sometimes we get a pleasant surprise, and we really, really love what we've thrown together. And sometimes it just doesn't work. So you just have to take the pieces that work and then maybe throw out the other pieces. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure about that dark piece. I don't really like it. So I'm going to just take it off. It's too dark, and I don't have enough dark pieces in there. So I'm going to just take that off and maybe I'll just use this, how was this? How is this? Just this? Oh, maybe these two pieces. Sometimes, you know, you just feel like, and see this little end here? This is a great little end. It just brings out kind of an organic look. And those things I used to always use in my card. I used made Asian cards, and those look real organic for what I wanted to use for. So I'm just doing a little, kind of a little knot, and then on the other end I'm just going to kind of, what I did was jaggedly cut it. So I'm just going to spread the edges a little bit and then get my scissor. I mean, I have a gazillion scissors here, but I can't find them. Okay, so it's just going to have to be that way. So I rather have it a little raggedier, but for time restraint, I don't think I'll be able to do that. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to maybe put in some of these other little pieces down here. And use this piece too. So I'm going to use some different kinds and at different lengths. So if you can see how I'm doing this, it's going to be at the top, and maybe this one I'm going to fold so it just kind of twists like that. I don't like how this is. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to tear it there, and so it's going to look like, and I'm going to put it down here in the middle, sort of, and then this will be cut off also. But I like how this looks here, so what I'm going to do is get a glob of my paste here, or and I'm just going to put it right here. Now I have a spot here that I can stick something on top. You can put a button, you can put a bunch of little beads on here, you know, those micro beads on there, or something might pop up later for me. But I'm going to put a little more paste here so that that lays down, and do the other side because I want that laying down. Don't want it popped up. I'm sorry, my arms. I don't have the best camera set up for this, and I do the best I can because I'm just an old person trying to do stuff. So anyway, ooh, so that's looking pretty nice. And then I think I need to put some more something along here. So let's get some other things. Oh, some like print. How about some paper print? And I just stuck this on here because I was trying to make sure that glued together. So it really doesn't belong there, so I can just use another piece of paper or music paper. Oh, you know, I really like this. This is a piece of that deli paper that's a brownish color, and this is nice too. This is from Amazon, and I think this is nice. This piece here is the music part, and I can just stick it on here over it. And then let's put some of this paper. Okay, this is something I would like to tear and place here, I think. It says 807. That's going to need to have a number on there. And then I'm just going to keep on placing pieces of paper. I think I will put some down here, a little piece here. I'm going to tie these things together. I kind of like this one to go here. Well, it says remembrance. I like that word. And that's kind of good. I like that, but I think I want to put some music notes in between there. Oh, I like this piece too. Okay, where's my music note? Oh, look, so I stamped this with some French wording, and so I think I want to put this right here. Maybe here. I think it's okay if it's like overlapping, because I can always add stuff in the back, you know what I mean? And then these little tiny pieces I'm going to put down here. Let me move this up. Okay, so I'm going to put these little tiny pieces, one down in the bottom and then one higher up. So this will go here, and I think I'll put this one here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I don't like this bright thing. It's a little bit too bright. I'm gonna put a little teeny bit of this thick. It's gesso. Okay, this one's super thick, but so I'm just gonna put a teeny bit here because I don't really like it so bright. So I'm just gonna do that so it looks like, and this too. I think I'll do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I like that. And then I got music, and I've got some French words. I've got some book pages on there, and it's looking really nice. You know, if you really liked to have something a little more uniformed, you can always put like this or a circle and put it as a button here. That would be cute. I think I'm gonna put. No, I like this. How this bouquet is still sticking out, but this needs to be a little attached a little better. So I'm gonna put a little more glue on that. Push it down. Oh, this word is nice. So we can even put this word here and put it down more, because blocking the flower, or up. Maybe up. Right there is good. And put that there. I do need a little bit of something, I don't know. Needs a little bit more. Something. Let's see, do we have something? Let me see. I need a little something. Oh, this is a cute little piece. You know, I had a little white one, or than this little bow was kind of too not organic enough. But these little flowers were cute. There was one I had that was, oh, this is nice. So little pieces like this is out of probably deli paper that's cut out, was from behind or something. but I don't see where it plays with that. That's good to keep. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this little flower is really cute. It has a little bit of color on it, and then I had put on it's a little embossed, if you can see that, and then it has a little one of those glassy flowers, and I keep these on hand. These are recollections, and those flowers might be the same. Yeah, it is the same. So I have this, and so I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on there, and I'm just using my glue stick for these. And so if you'd like to and put it right in the center there, and I think that'd be good. I think I would rather use some Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, whatever. They're all the same. To me, it's the same to me. I don't know why they keep changing the word. I think it's all, except for one other, Hellman's or something, I forgot. I think they're all Beacon, and they keep making different words for these glues. So anyway, I'm just using this one. Oh, see, it's Beacon. And they call it different, 3-in-1, they call it different, I don't know. So anyway, I've got a little thing here, and I think I could probably call this done. I like it. And then let me show you something that you can decide what kind of backgrounds you want to put it on. So I have this kind of cardstock. This kind of looks good, but you can see how different these things look with a different kind of background you put. So that one is that pale, almost kind of pinkish, and then there is a brighter pink that gives it a little bit more contrast. You could use this brown, and look how it transforms into something else, right? Or you could use the darker brown yet, and still looks different. So you know, it just is preference, and I like that look. I like that one a lot. I do tend to gravitate to pastels, so even though that looks nice, depending on what you're going to make it for, that's nice. But my favorite paper is this paper, which is kind of a blush beige, so you can use that. There's a white, if you want to do white, it's nice. And so that's the kind of the tutorial. I hope that helps a little bit, and I'll probably do another tutorial, but let me show you this one that I made that you know, when you lay things on top of other things, you get this whole nother story. And so look at this. I got an old music, I have a book of music page, which I got. It's just a huge book for an orchestra, I think. But if you put it on here, on this music sheet, I'm going to go up on top and show you what it looks like. Now, isn't that cool looking? I love that. So that's one that I made. This is the one that I just made. And you know, you can do as collaged. This is very highly collaged. It's just tacked on top. This is a little more dainty looking. And then the other ones that I made were even more, because they're pink, they look a lot more feminine looking, and not as heavy. So those are the ones that I've made. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll be back with with more ideas and things to make with your little scraps. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.